Alright guys, welcome back to another episode of Gripworks, and this is finally the episode that we get to start working on the Mustang. Now I've actually been looking forward to this video for years. This is actually the build that I've been wanting to get to for a long time. It's something that I wasn't comfortable taking on until I had the space. And now that we have the space, as you guys saw in the last episode, I want to get going on this build. It's going to be a long build. It's going to be a whole series, kind of like what we've done before with like the EG and the EK. But this is a full-fledged time attack car. As in, like, I'll probably never drive it on the street. Fully caged, no interior, hot motor. Like, this thing's going to be pretty rowdy. Now, over the past, I want to say 3-4 years, I've been kind of stacking parts up for it. I still have quite a bit to go, but I have enough now to where I can make quite a bit of progress. And a lot of the work actually that has to go down with this car at first is going to be just a lot of custom work, fabrication, stuff like that. One of the things I'm most excited about with this build is going to be the rear suspension. I am going to be installing an S550 Mustang independent rear suspension. I got the rear end assembly from my friend David. He's going to be the fabricator on this build, and that's going to completely change the way this car handles. The few times I was able to take this car out to the track, it would always oversteer, no matter what I did. The car was just a little light in the rear, it lacked a lot of mechanical grip. And now I did have the standard 4-link, and I did actually own a torque arm hand hard bar kit from Griggs Racing. But then, you know what, I decided why not take this build a little bit further and go with a independent rear suspension. Now, this has actually been done with like the Terminator Cobra, or just 9904 Cobra IRS systems, but the 2015 and up S550 assemblies are a lot more attainable. I guess they're not as rare, they're plentiful. There's a lot of them out there. The one I have is from a, I'm not sure what year the car is, I'll put it up on the screen. I think it's a 2018, 2017 Mustang GT. It's a performance pack car, if I'm not mistaken. 373 gears, and David actually gave me the rear assembly with a lot of extra goodies, like a sway bar, a few billet control arms, stuff like that. That is going to be one of the big hurdles that we're going to tackle actually pretty soon in this project. But what I want to do in this video is I want to start tearing the car apart. Funny enough, I did speak to some of the previous owners of this actual car, and from what they tell me, this thing has been raced a lot in the past. If and when I'm able to get some like documentation of this, I'll be more than happy to show you guys. But apparently this car was like some sort of rally car at some point, so it did a lot of dirt stuff. And the guy that I actually got it from used to drag race it a lot. Apparently it was in a magazine at some point. I actually had the article, but I lost it. If I can find that again, that would be dope. But this car has an extensive history in racing, and now it's going to be a full-fledged road racing time attack car. So throughout the course of this build, you guys will see a lot of this. This is the global time attack rulebook. I want to make sure I do this right. I want to make sure I don't get flagged for anything, or bumped up to a higher class where I have no business being in. So limited class is what I'm going for. Now, Global Time Attack is a pretty big series. I think it goes all over the country. They actually this year they did Long Beach, which is really, really cool. I wish I could have been there with this car. But hey, it's better late than never. I want to start going on this car now, and I want to compete with it. A real competition. Now, I know we dabbled with VT Club in the last year, but we never really took it that serious. It was more about getting out there with the other cars and having some fun. And this doesn't mean that we're going to stop the Honda content. I know a lot of people have subscribed to this channel because of the Honda content. That will not stop. But this is going to be a long build, so we'll be kind of bouncing back and forth with this build as I acquire parts, as I design parts for this car, because there's going to be a lot of custom stuff to make the IRS work, some stuff in the front end that we will talk about in the future. Now, being that this car was raced a lot in its past, there is some damage that I have noticed in the past. And that's what I want to get to first. I want to tear the car apart and address all of those structural issues that this car has. There's cracks in certain places, and I'll show you when I get to those areas. But first things first, I want to start tearing the car apart, kind of getting organized and seeing what the next step will be in this build. Last time I drove this car. didn't have enough time to do an outro for this video, but we did get a lot done on the Foxbody. We're trying something new for this year. We're trying to do one video a week. So hopefully every Saturday morning we'll have a video out. So that's it for now, guys. Please like and subscribe, and remember, function, momentum, grip.